Good evening, boys and girls. Nah. Good evening, boys and girls. That's much better. Now, this evening, we are going to be entertaining you with loads of stories. So we have 3 storytellers from Anguilla, and we have 1 from Jamaica who will be really taking you through some journeys.
So I am Princess Gigi. My kingdom, the African sky, is so wide and so close. I can almost touch the sharp edges of the stars. I can tame the wild dogs with my song. I can make the tall grass sway when I dance. I can make the wind play hide and seek. But I cannot make the water come closer. I cannot make the water run clearer, no matter what I command. It is early morning, still dark. My mother wakes me. Gigi, my princess, it is time to get up. We must collect the water. Water, come. Do not make me wake before even the sun is out of bed. I demand, come please, I say. But the water won't listen, and I know we will have to walk so far to the well. I am too sleepy to put on my crown. I think of the pot that will rest on my braids instead. The thirst comes quick. Dry lips, dry throat. I squeeze my eyes shut. I see it clear. I dip my toes in it. Cool. I scoop it up and bring it to my lips. Slowly, I open my eyes. Nothing. I kick the dust. I grab my empty pot and place it upon my head. My mother does the same, and our journey begins, full of song. My maman adds her melody. Our steps are light. We twirl and laugh together. The miles give us room and time to dance. Halfway there, we stop for a moment at the big curry tree, long enough to grab a handful of sweet shea nuts for energy. We can keep the dance going just a little longer. My man, are we there yet? Finally, I hear the water running from the well, the giggles of my friends, the chatter of women. Some have traveled farther than I, only to return home when the sun has gone to bed. My man holds our place while I play with my friends. The dance continues. The water is flowing. Pots filling with the dusty earth-colored liquid. Gigi, come. Maintenance. My turn now. The dance home has slowed to careful steps. My thirst so heavy, like the full pot I carry. Our song is softer now. Our shoulders ache. Our feet cramp. I see home at last. My man boils enough water for drinking. We wait. We wash our clothes. We prepare food for cooking. My father comes quickly from the fields to share in the drink and the meal. He scoops me up. My princess, you have returned with the water. Drink, my man says, finally. Every sip fills me with energy. I want to make it last, but I can't. I gulp it down. Clothes and body clean, I sing to the dogs. I dance with the tall grass. I hide from the wind. My man brings one last cup. She has saved just for me. Drink, my princess. Sleep, my princess. Tomorrow we journey again. My man, I say as I close my eyes. Why is the water so far? Why is the water not clean? Where is our water? Sleep, she says. Dream, she says. Someday you will find a way, my princess. Someday. I am Princess Gigi. My kingdom, the African sky. The dusty earth, and someday the flowing, cool, crystal clear water. Someday. Thank you.
One evening, Celestine crawled out of his hold under a big mango tree to scratch for food. He was the only crab out. He slided along the riverbank and went into Papa Tio's yard, searching and searching for food. He crawled under the fence and scuttled across the road into the bushes. He came to a clump of banana trees, and there he saw an old woman cooking outside a small wooden house. A big pot stood on the fire. As she fanned the flames, he heard her singing. Me mama name is Zero Kalu. Can you guys repeat after me? I'm going to say it again. Me mama name is Zibo Kalu. Me papa's name is Ibu Chinu. No one would think they would link the two and name me Zibu Nulu Chinu. Love it. Celestine stopped and listened. The old woman sang the song over and over as she fanned the flames. Me mama name is Zero Kalu. Me papa name is Ibu Chinu. No one would think they'd link the two and name me Zibo Nulu Chinu. She stirred the pot with a long spoon. Celestine watched as a piece of fig fell out on the pot. The old woman did not see him as he quietly picked it up with his pincers and scurried away. Back in his hole, Celestine shared the fig with his family. After he ate, he sang the song that he'd heard the woman singing. No one would think they'd link the two and name me Zibo Nulu Chinu. No one would think they'd link the two and name me Zibu Nulu Chinu. The next evening, Celestine slid carefully back to the old woman's house. He saw a little girl sitting on the steps of the old wooden house. He did not see the old woman. Soon he heard the old woman shouting, "Isha, Isha, come here." The little girl got up quietly and went inside the house. Celestine was afraid of the old woman. He thought that she was a wicked witch, and he slid quietly away. Isha had come to visit the old woman, who was her godmother. The old woman sat on the table eating soup and bread. "Child, do you want some soup?" She glared at her goddaughter with a wicked grin on her face. Isha nodded her head. "Speak up, child! Speak up, child! I can't hear you!" "Yes, yes, please, godmother," Isha whispered. "Come here." The old woman held Isha with her bony fingers. "Guess my name and you'll get soup." Eh, 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 she stared at Isha. Isha was hungry. She began to cry. She always called the old woman godmother. She didn't know any other name. Guess, child." The old woman dipped her bread in the soup. "Is your name Nora, godmother?" No. Rosie? Mary? She knocked the table with her spoon. Guess again, child," she muttered. Isha guessed 20 different names. And were they right? No. Each name was wrong. The old woman ate all the soup and bread. Isha wanted to go back home, but the old woman sent her to bed without any soup. The next morning, Isha watched as the old woman sat at the table eating coconut bake and fish, fried fish. The smell of the fish made her very, very hungry. "What's my name, child?" the old woman mumbled. Her mouth was filled with bacon and fish. Is your name Lucy? No. Edna? No. Angie? No. The old woman cackled. Clarissa? No. No. She stamped her foot. Guess again. The old woman cackled. Isha guessed and guessed, name after name. Did you think she got them any right? No. Each name was wrong. The old woman ate all the fish and bake. She picked up a scarf from the chair and tied up her hair. I'm going to the market. Go to the river and fill this bucket with water for me. She stamped out of the house. Isha picked up the bucket and slowly went out of the house. On her way to the river, she met Pretzi with her piglets eating from a trough in Papa Tio's yard. Pretzi, the old woman is playing a game. I won't get food until I guess her name, Isha said. Oink, oink. Name. Stupid game. Nico crows, maybe knows, said Pretzi. Isha found Nico perched on a fence. Nico, the old woman is playing a game. I won't get any until I guess her name. Nico preened his feathers and flapped his wings. Cock-a-doodle-doo! Cock-a-doodle-doo! Game. Celestine knows. Name. Cock-a-doodle-doo. Isha searched and searched for Celestine. She got hungrier and hungrier. She found a big mango tree with lots of ripe mangoes. Isha picked one. Then she saw a big hole under the mango tree. Celestine, please come out, Isha called and called. Celestine crawled slowly out of his hold. Please tell me the name of the old woman who lives behind the banana trees. She won't give me any until I guess her name. Celestine slided around and around, and then he began to sing the song. Me mama name is Zero Kalu. Me papa's name is Ibu Chinu. No one would think they'd link the two and name me Zibu Nulu Chinu. Me mama's name is Zero Kalu. Me papa's name is Ibu Chinu. No one would think they'd link the two and name me Zibu Nulu Chinu. My mama's name is Zero Kalu. Me papa's name is Ibu Chinu. No one would think they'd link the two and name me Zibu Nulu Chinu. Celestine sang and sang over and over and over. Thank you, Celestine. Isha rushed off on the river and filled the bucket with water. She repeated the name over and over, and she went back to the house. Zibu Nulu Chinu, Zibu Nulu Chinu, Zibu Nulu Chinu, Zibu Nanu Chalu, Zibu Nanu Chalu, Zibu Nalu Chanu. Isha stopped. She held her mouth. Oh no, that's not the name the crab told me. What was the name? Hi. She thought and thought and thought, and then she sang the song again. Me mama's name is Zero Kalu. Me papa's name is Ibu Chinu. No one would think they'd link the two and name me Zibu Nulu Chinu. Me mama's name is me papa's name is. No one would think that and name me Nulu. Nice. That's it. They shouted with glee. Zebu Nulu Chinu. What's the name? She ran towards the old woman's house. The old woman was sitting at the table. She was eating rice and peas. Before she could say anything, Isha asked, "Is your name Zebu Nulu Chanu? Is your name Zebu Nulu Chinu? Sorry." The old woman shrieked. She almost fell off the chair. She jumped up and held Isha by her hair and shook her. "Who told you my name?" she shouted. "Who told you my name?" Isha was frightened, but she did not say a word. The old woman grabbed up her stick and rushed outside. First, she met Pretzi, rolling with her piglets under the plum tree. "You there, Pretzi! Did you tell Isha my name?" she shouted. Pretzi stopped playing and said, "Name? Name? Stupid game." Pretzi turned her back towards the old woman. Next, she saw Nico eating corn. "You there, Nico! Did you tell Isha my name?" She bellowed at the cock and waved her stick at him. Cluck, cluck, cluck. Nico was afraid of the old woman. "Game, game, game. Solestein knows. Name, name, name." He flew towards the back at Papa Tio's yard. The old woman knew exactly where to find Solestein. She ran to the big hole under the mango tree. "Solestein, come out now!" she shouted. She knocked the tree with her stick. Solestein crawled slowly out of his hold. "Did you tell Isha my name?" She glared at him. Solestein began to slide around and began to sing. "Me mama name is Zero Kalu. Me papa's name is Ibu Chinu. No one would think they linked the two and name me Zibo Chunu Chanu." The old woman didn't let him finish the song. She shrieked and shrieked, whacked and whacked. She struck him on his back with her. Solestein's back hurt. He kicked up sand into her face and scurried down his hold. The sand stuck to the corner of the old woman's eyes. She wiped and wiped to get the sand off, but she couldn't. Isha didn't wait for the old woman to come back. She packed her bag and went back home. And to this day, crabs have cracks on their, and women have wrinkles, and old women have wrinkles around their. Did you guys enjoy that story? So let's sing one more time. Me mama name is, me papa name is. No one would think they'd link the two and name me. You're bad.
I am a Nancy, but not the real Nancy. I am a Nancy's wife. And I am here to tell you all about a Nancy's tricks. You see, a Nancy was imported from Africa. Understand? He came here and he used his tricks against us. He can change himself into a person. He can change himself into a pig, into a goat, into a chicken, anything. But I am here to stop him because he is not going to trick you little children here today. Could you please open the book for me so I can read them a story about Nancy? Now, when I say Nancy, you repeat by saying story. Okay? Nancy. Story. Nancy. Story. Okay, let's go. It was a fine, bright day. All the animals were working and working and working in their gardens, all except Nancy the spider. And Nancy lay in his front yard fast asleep. Nancy? Nancy? You see you guys, Nancy gone with your brains. Okay, warthog, lion, and zebra came walking by. Look at Nancy. He's so lazy, said Zebra. His house is falling apart. His yard is full of trash. He wouldn't get out of bed if his house caught fire. And Nancy is so lazy, he falls asleep standing up, said Lion. He is so lazy, moss grows on his head, the warthog added. Their noisy laughter woke Nancy. Be quiet. I am not lazy at all. I am thinking, you see. My mind is working hard. This is preventing me from saying. My mind is working hard. And Nancy tapped his forehead. The animals laughed even harder. And Nancy walked away. I don't have to listen to you. I'll find another place to sleep. I mean, think. Nancy? Story. Nancy? Story. And Nancy started walking and walking and walking down the road. Before he knew it, he had walked all the way to Hyena's house. Hyena lay in his hammock fast asleep. His house was neat and tidy. His yard was beautifully planted with shrubs and flowers. What is Hyena's secret? Nancy wondered. No one ever sees him working, yet his house is always looking beautiful. I need to find out how he does it. And Nancy hid behind the bush, watching and waiting. Nancy? Story. Nancy? Story. Aha! Hyena woke up. He noticed a pile of dust on his path. He spoke to the stick leaning against the post. Hocus pocus, dicky dicky docus, magic stick. Sweep this dust up, quick, quick, quick. As Nancy watched, the magic stick swept away the dust. When the dust was gone, Hyena said, abracadabra, cadabra, cadabra, abracadabra. Dust fell. Down fell the stick. Hyena leaned it back against the post and went inside his house. That's just what I need, said Nancy. If I had that magic stick, my house would be a beautiful house just like Hyena's. No one would laugh at me again. And Nancy grabbed the magic stick, ran off as fast as he could. And Nancy? Story. Nancy? Story. Aha! He soon became tired. Why am I carrying this stick? It can carry me. And Nancy said the magic words just as he remembered them. Hocus pocus, dicky dicky docus. Magic stick, carry me home now. Quick, quick, quick. The stick picked up Nancy and carried him along. When they arrived at the Nancy house, he said, abracadabra, cadabra, abracadabra. Kaboom! The magic stick dropped Nancy on his head. Ouch! And Nancy cried, "Next time, put me down lightly, man. There are lots of work to do. Look, come, get rid of this trash here first." And Nancy said his magic words, and Nancy? Nancy? Hocus pocus, diggy diggy docus, magic stick, clean up my yard, quick, quick, quick. The magic stick whirled around and around. It gathered all the trash and threw it over the fence into Lion's yard. Abracadabra! Down fell the stick. Good job, stick. Next, my house. Hocus pocus, diggy diggy docus, magic stick, fix my house up. Quick, 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 Nancy! Yeah, Nancy? The magic stick whirled round and round. Wood and nails flew through the air. Bright pink paint splashed over the fence as Zebra came walking by. And Nancy's house gleamed. So did Zebra. He was bright pink too. All the paint Nancy threw splashed on Zebra. Abracadabra! Down fell the stick. Now for my garden, Nancy said. Hocus pocus, diggy diggy docus. Hocus pocus, diggy diggy docus. Magic stick. Plant and water. Quick, quick, quick. Nancy? Aha! The magic stick whirled round and round. It dug up the dirt, throwing the weeds into Warthog's tomato patch. Wow! It planted seeds in neat, straight rows. Then it began to water them, and Nancy yawned. Watching all this work makes me so tired. I need a nap. Keep watering, stick. Just keep watering. Come on, don't stop. And Nancy lay down, and he went to... Nancy! Nancy! The magic stick kept watering and watering and watering, and the vegetables grew bigger and bigger and bigger, and the water flowed across Nancy's yard and out the gate. A trickle at first, then a stream, then a flood. Nancy! Aha! Then a mighty river. Then help! The animals called. Help! Cried Nancy, walking up, finding himself afloat in the middle of a raging river. He tried to make the water stop, but it couldn't. He couldn't remember the magic word either. What is the magic word? But Nancy couldn't remember it. He kept saying calabra kabaska kalabra, but nothing happened. The water just kept flowing. Nancy? Hyena came drifting by. "Hello, Nancy," he said. "It's a beautiful day to be on the water. By the way, I'm looking for a magic stick that I had. Have you seen it?" A funny-looking stick just came floating by. "A funny-looking stick," he said. "It just floated by here. I don't know. I can't see it now. It must be under the water. I think crocodile ate it. Or else he's just using it as a toothpick, maybe. I better get it back before it breaks." Hyena leaned over the water and said, "Hocus pocus, magic stick. No more magic. End of trick. Abra cadabra." The river stopped flowing, leaving behind a wide lake. "What are you going to do about this lake?" the animals asked. "There's nothing I can do," said Hyena. "The lake is here, and here it stays. You'll have to learn to enjoy it." Nancy? Nancy? So they did. The animals built new homes on the lake shore. They swam, they jumped and played in the bright blue water. But someone was missing. Where? Where was Anansi? They couldn't find him. Did the flood sweep him away? Did he tumble over a waterfall? Oh, poor Anansi. The animals sniffed. They wiped their eyes. They wiped the tears away from their eyes. But it was all out of joy. We will never see that trickster again. Nancy? So they were wrong. And Nancy was far away on the other side of the lake, floating along to his new houseboat, sleeping all day and planning new tricks, which is just what Anansi does best. Thank you very much. I'm going to go back now and see if I find him with that stick and give him a good thrashing. Nancy? Nancy! So just enjoy it. It wasn't Anguilla, right? So I had long distances to go. So I said, all right, I'll just put on some music and chill. So I'm there driving, and this beautiful little song playing. Mary had a little lamb, and I'm like, yeah, this lamb needs to change its coat, but I'm going to still enjoy it. So I'm driving and I'm listening. And then I saw this young girl on the road all alone in this rain with an umbrella. And she's there standing, sheltering and shivering. And she's flagging me down. I'm like, why is this child on the road after 6? It's getting dark. So I said, okay, go to old Miss Jin. We'll give her a ride. So I opened my car door. She stepped in, and she never said a word. She smiled. I said hi to her. She just shook her head. I said, where are you going? She said, so I'm like, what is two? What is this? And she said, telling me that she's dumb, she can't speak. So I said, okay then, so tell me again where you're going. She said, like, which means to me 2 corners away from where we were. So I'm driving, I'm still playing my Merry Little Had a Little Lamb. She's nodding to it, and we're enjoying it. And then we reached the corner, and she said, turn. So I turned, and she came out of the car, and she went up the stairs. Next to the house, there was this old cemetery with a house, with a church in it. I didn't take it for anything. So she went into the house, and as she got there, the person in the house, which could have been her parent, opened the door, and she went in. And I felt good. I said, at least I saved some young child this evening, because it was so cold and dark and rainy. I didn't want her to get hurt. So I left, and I went back home. The next morning I woke up, I saw that she forgot her umbrella in the car. I'm like, okay, I remember where she lives. I'm going to go take the umbrella back. So this is me driving again, going down happily because I saved the day. When I got to the house, bright and early in the morning, a woman came out. She opened the door. She said, hi. I said, last night I dropped a little girl here. And I saw this umbrella in the car. This is the umbrella she was sheltering with. And on the umbrella was this thing on the umbrella, the knob, whatever at the bottom. She had her name engraved in it. It was Mary. So I said, look, she left her umbrella here, and I think her name is Mary. So the woman was like, Mary? I was like, yeah. She said, no, man, Mary can't leave her umbrella in your car. I said, why not? She was there. She was wet. She begged for a ride. She said she was dumb. She said, yeah, Mary was dumb indeed. So I said, you mean was? Isn't she home? She said, Mary buried over in that graveyard there. Like 15 years ago. She died when she was about 12, 13. I almost fell through the floor. So what I transported that evening was Mary's ghost. So be careful when you start driving. Don't pick up anybody on the road.
Coco was a cute little coconut tree, swaying in the fresh breeze one day. On a little green plot not far from the sea lived the happiest plant in Garden Bay. Guinea tree gave him bunches of greetings. Banana leaves welcomed and waved. Sweet seasoning and tea bush said, "Morning." Peas and peppers were well behaved. The little palm hailed his plant family. "Hello, mango. High five, okra. Hey, avocado." Up and down, side to side, he swayed happily. Coco had no worries. Home was sweet, just so. Bragadush, bragadush. What do you think that was? Now, what could this be? What a rumble and a tumble in the bay. Coco's young shoots drooped with misery, and he lost his happy sway. Breadfruit tree bent low, and Calabash cried. The plants were a mess, except for one vine. Gently, she came close to the little palm's side. She whispered, "Coco, look up, my friend." "Oh, cush, cush, yam," the little palm wept. "I am so crushed. They trashed my crown." "Thank goodness you still have your head, and your heart, little nut, is husky and strong." But Coco still sobbed. "I'll never grow tall to stir the breeze and brush the sky." "Remember your roots," she said, "or you will fall. You must stand on your roots to reach that high." Yes, the little palm had forgotten the roots that were tucked beneath him down in the ground. The wise yam explained, "You are more than your shoot, and your family history is long. Kush Kush keeps many stories under her skin. Outside, a rough tuber. Inside, smooth like silk. Her vine carries stories you could never imagine. She is truly a treasure in green, purple, and pink." "Once there was a time," Kush Kush told the little palm, "when yam was food for kings and queens. Sea breeze and coconut trees so sweet and calm. Was there a prettier place? Not by any means. There were memory seeds and navel strings planted each new moon in Garden Bay. To bless the children with wonderful things, the ancestors planted dreams night and day." "Will the children keep the bay from harm?" Coco asked, and the plants all gathered around. "Let us hope they remember this story, little palm, before the next bragadush comes along." Digging in, Coco got himself together. Holding on to the yam vine, he said, "I am standing by you. We'll lick this disaster," the little palm promised as he lifted his head. What a nut! Kush Kush was smiling as they dared to brave the odds. "Yes, I am, Coco Yam," he teased her, lightly swaying, and the plants in the bay raised applause. The end.
Yeah, my name is Jay Ivy, and I'm from Chicago. Anybody from Chicago make some noise? Okay. So, have you guys heard of Chicago? Yeah? So I'm from Chicago, so we came a long way to be here because we love Anguilla and we love the people here, the atmosphere, the beautiful wind and the hot sun and the amazing water. So it's good to really good to be here and just be in your presence. So thank you for having us. And I want to tell you a quick little story. Is that all right? Okay. So I'm going to tell you a story about how I discovered poetry. How many of you guys write poetry? Oh, we have a lot of poets in the house. Yeah, we have a lot of poets in the house. It's great to hear. So when I was in high school, you can put your hands down. When I was in high school, I had a teacher named Miss Argue. Exactly. And what I learned is You're not going to argue with somebody named Miss Argue. You're not going to win that. So Miss Argue, she gave us a homework assignment to write a poem. And I wasn't, poetry wasn't anything that I was doing at the time. So when she asked us to write a poem, it shocked me. Because I was a quiet kid, I was scared, I didn't have a lot of confidence. And she had us write a poem, and the next day I come to class, and I give her my poem. I'm expecting to give her my poem, but she makes everybody read their poem in front of the class. So here I am, this quiet, scared kid who didn't want to read his poem. Now I have to read my poem in front of the entire class. How many of you guys done that before? You know the feeling, right? It's a scary feeling. You get a little nervous, your stomach churns a little bit. No? Oh, well, it was just me. It was just me. My stomach was churning. I was scared. But I went ahead, I read the piece, and after the class, Ms. Argue, she gave me an A on my poem. And I couldn't believe it. I got the highest grade that I could get. And then after that, Ms. Argue says, I have a show, I want you to do a show. So here I am again, this quiet, scared kid. I couldn't imagine getting on a stage and performing in front of a bunch of people that I didn't know. But I had no choice. I'm on the stage and I performed, and when I finished, to my surprise, everybody stood up and they clapped for me. And I couldn't believe it. I got a standing ovation. And what it showed me in that moment is that we all have a voice. You all have a voice. We're all born great. We have a greatness that's inside of us. And it's important that we use our greatness and we work on our greatness and we get educated and we listen to those amazing teachers that we have in our lives and those amazing parents that are here to teach us and help us grow our greatness. So Miss Argue, she showed me something that if you have no fear, can you say no fear?
No fear.
If you have no fear, say no fear.
No fear.
You can do anything you want to do. If you get scared, if you have fear, fear will hold you back. Fear will kill your dreams. And how many of y'all have dreams? So what does that mean? That means you can have no fear. If you want to hold on to those dreams, you can have no fear. So I grew up on Chicago South Side, and I grew up on hip hop. How many people like hip hop? Yeah. So before I discovered poetry, the MCs that they used to rap their songs, those were my poets. And I wrote this poem dedicated to them, and it's called Hip Hop Baby. Because I was a hip hop baby. I grew up on hip hop. I wish I could give you this feeling, this hip hop music, this African rhythm. These hood tales, the hood tales I tell so well. A breakbeat in the verse, studio recordings dispersed for the world to hear. The world can hear us through our music. Poets who began rapping to the beat. The beat don't lie, but it does make you move, dance. It moves your spirit. You can hear it. And these compositions composed from the heart, from the parts to the bleachers. Soul pours out of the speakers. The DJ spins, scratches our itch, blends, the heartache ends. One jam goes off, another one begins. It gives the streets hope. Moves our mood, shifts our attitude, influences and advises, never ceases to surprise us and make us nod our heads. Bob your head. Go ahead, y'all. Bob your head. Yeah, it looked like a hip-hop concert now, okay. Through this music, we moved ahead and found another way to play, to pray. These hymns are more than special, they're gold for the soul. Spirituals, lyrical, the perfect soundtrack for the ground attack. The grind, the shine, my love and inspiration. Melodic meditations, I'm spacing out when I use it. My sweet, sweet music that was used to wrap poems around my mind. It eased my mind, pleased me and mine, bringing comfort to hard times with hard lines that were scribed to soften the blow. It picked me up when I felt so low. This music helped my spirit grow through the growing pains. Because of hip hop, the whole world has changed. It would never be the same. It would never ever stop. I'm a hip hop baby, cause I grew up on, yeah, hip hop. Put your hands together for yourself. So, So I took the inspiration. I took the inspiration from hip hop and from music, and I took the inspiration from Miss Argue and the inspiration from folks like my mother and friends and folks that they encouraged me. They wanted to see something positive happen for my life. And I took all that encouragement, and it taught me to lead with love and to always dream big. Can y'all say dream big? Dream big. It's important that we always dream big and go after those dreams and those goals. How many of y'all have ever written down your goals? Your goals. You know what a goal is? A goal is something that you want to do. You say, okay, I want to, what do you want to be when you grow up? You want to be a gymnast when you grow up? So your goal is to be a gymnast when you grow up. So it's important that you write that down on paper, because when you write it down on paper, you give it power. And you can go back and you can read and you can reflect and you can remember that you want to be a gymnast, and you'll do everything that in your power to become the best gymnast in the world. And we're going to see you in the Olympics, right? So that's one of your goals, to be in the Olympics. That's another goal. So a goal is, it's important that you write down and visualize where it is you want to be. You know, you put it on paper. Write down where you want to be in 5 years, in 10 years, in 20 years. What you want to do in 20 years, 30 years. Think about it. Dream about it. And put it on paper. When they pass a law, what is the first thing they do when the government passes a law? They put it on paper. They make it official. So what's your name? Johansson? Johansson. So what's Johansson's laws? What's your laws? Is it? Yes. Now I want you to take that, and I want you to put your laws on paper. Put your goals on the page. Who else do we have? You with the bow. What's your name? Yes, you. Abigail? Abigail, what are your laws? Yes, I love it. Now I want you to go home and you write that down. All the way in the back, my man in the yellow who's turning around talking to the other kid. You, yeah, you. No, yeah, you. You turn around, you. What's your name? Chase? Cheney. I love y'all names. Cheney. Oh, Teddy? Chetty. Chetty? Did I say it right? So Chetty, what's your laws? To be an artist, a painter, like a visual artist? I love it. So write it down. Everybody write it down. And another thing, this is something I want you guys to do. In order to get to those dreams and those goals, you have to love yourself. You have to have love for yourself. So in the mornings, I want you to find a mirror and say, I love you. Go be the best you that you can be today. And when you get home at night, look in the mirror and say, I love you. Get some rest so tomorrow you can be the best you that you can be. Okay? And remember to love yourself so you can give that love to other people. All right, and so that you can dream big. So I'm gonna ask somebody special in my life to help me out. I have a song that I did with Kanye West and Jay-Z. Y'all know Kanye West? Yeah. Y'all know Jay-Z? Yeah. Okay. Y'all know John Legend? Yeah. Okay, so they were all on this song, and this beautiful lady here, Tari Teray, she was singing along with John Legend on the chorus, and Jay-Z, he rapped on the first verse. Kanye, he rapped on the second verse, and I did a poem on the third verse. And on the chorus, you will hear John Legend and Tari Teray and another young lady named Tracy Stevens. So Tracy Spencer. So we're gonna do a little remix, but we're gonna do this. But I need some help. Whenever you hear me say, "Get up, I get." Oh, you know this song. Oh, yeah. So, get up, I get down. Get up, I get down. Okay, so now what we're gonna do, you can be a little louder than that, so we need a lot of energy, you know. We're gonna have fun with this. We're gonna raise the roof, all right? So I want y'all to scream down as loud as you can, okay? Get up, I get down.
Now get some rhythm.
Yeah, I think y'all ready. I think they're ready. Okay.
All right, I think they're ready. We
Okay.
got it. All right, y'all ready? All right, but pay attention to when he tell y'all. Don't do it when I do it, okay? When it comes to being true, at least true to me. One thing I found, one thing I found. Although you never let me down.
Get up, I get up, I get
Down.
Get up, I get
Down. When it comes to being true, at least true to me.
One thing I found, one thing I found.
Although you never let me down.
Get up, I get up, I get up, I get. We all here for a reason on a particular path. You don't need a curriculum to know that you're a part of the math. Casting, I'm delirious, but I'm so serious. I just want to expose my soul to the globe, the world. I'm trying to make it better for these little boys and girls. I'm not just another individual. My spirit is a part of this, that's why I get spiritual. But I get my hymns from him, so it's not me, it's he that's lyrical. I'm not a miracle, I'm a heaven-sent instrument. My rhythmic regimen navigates melodic notes to your soul and your mental. That's why I'm instrumental. Vibrations is what I'm into. Yeah, I need my loot by rent day, but that ain't what gives me the heart of Kunta Kinte. I'm trying to give us free like Senke. I can't stop. That's why I'm hot. Determination, dedication, motivation. I'm talking to you, my many inspirations. When I say I can't let you or self down, if I were on the highest cliff, on the highest rift, and you slipped off the side and clinched onto your life in my grip, I would never, ever let you down. And when these words are found, let it be known that God's penmanship has been signed with a language called love. That's why my breath is felt by the deaf, and why my words are heard and confined to the ears of the blind. I too dream in color and in rhyme, so I guess I'm one of a kind in a full house. Cause whenever I open my heart, my soul, or my mouth, a touch of God rains out.
When it comes to being true, at least true to me. One thing I found, one thing I found. Although you never let me down.
Get up, I get
Down.
Get up, I get
Down.
Get up, I get
Down. When it comes to being true, at least true to me. One thing I found, one thing I found. Although you never let me down.
Get up, I get
Down.
Get up, I get
Down.
Get up, I get.
Down.
You can't block your blessings. When they come your way, you gotta be ready. Ready to receive. You gotta shake off the fear and believe. Cause at times we're tested. Tested to see how strong we really are. How far we really go. There's an army growing, but you can't join unless you know what you're fighting for. Cause if you stand for nothing, you'll fall for anything. So stand tall. Know that you can't walk until you crawl. You can't run until you walk. You can't fly without a running start. So pump your arms when you come off the blocks. And it won't do you no harm to come off your block. Get out and see the world. Because everyone has their own mountaintop. It wasn't promised to a few, but promised to those who knew. So climb the way you breathe and never stop. Inhale your best. Exhale the bad stuff. Keep on keeping on. See where you're going and work on getting there. Don't hate on others when others get theirs, cause you go get yours. You go knock down your own doors. Know that God go take care of you and yours. That's why miracles happen out of the blue. So know that and remember that can't nobody stop you but you. Can't nobody stop you but. Can't nobody stop you but. What? Can't nobody What? Little louder, little louder. Can't. Let's rock with it. Let's rock with it. Rock with me. Can't no you but you. One more real loud. One more real loud. Can't nobody stop you but you. Cause dreams don't come true. They are true. So dream big. Then after that, dream even bigger. So big that Martin and Coretta are up in heaven holding hands, smiling down at us with a tear in their eye and join their heart, saying amen, amen, amen. When it comes to one thing,
although you never let me down.
get up, I get up, I get up, I get.
When it comes to being true, at least true to me. One thing I found, although you never let me down.
Get up, I 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 get. Yeah, give yourselves a round of applause. Please give it up for Tari Teray. It's my beautiful wife, and she's an incredible, incredible singer. Done things with John Legend and Kanye West and legends like Slick Rick, and she's met some of the most incredible people in the world like Coretta Scott King and on and on and on. She's done a lot of amazing work. So I want y'all to check out her music, Tari Teray. And my name is Jay Ivy. And remember, always dream big. Have what? No fear. Say what? No fear. And always lead with love. It's important how you treat people, because the energy that you put out there, good or bad, it will come back. So put out good energy so the good energy come back. Love y'all, and we will see y'all when we get back. Jay Ivy, much love. Peace.